What's up, everybody, and welcome back to, yet another modded Minecraft Let's Play. But this one is going to be different. I kind of lost steam on my last modded Let's Play because I didn't necessarily like the mod list that I had. I was having trouble like balancing a lot of the mods, and it just kind of felt like a hodgepodge of mods together. And then I was trying to like build a crazy house, and I was following someone else's design, and it was just I lost a lot of steam. But this one is going to be a little bit different because we're going to be focusing on a particular mod called Mine Colonies, and we're going to be using the mods to kind of help facilitate items and everything for that. So this is going to be more like managing a city to get it to run itself than it is really going to be it's going to be a mixture. It's going to be mostly that, and then it's going to be me doing modded things probably in between, or every couple episodes we focus on something else or another. So as you could probably already tell, I got stuff on my hotbar here, and things in my inventory. I even have a couple of pieces of armor because I've done a little bit of exploring already on here, and a couple of deaths as well. I think I have some clips for that. If I do, I'll play those right now.
That's a deep ass fucking river.
Big ass fucking ball in there.
It's a geode, I think.
Yeah. That's weird. That's just generated.
Sky
Why is
slide.
that not sinking? Oh, it's hollow, that's why. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh my god, that was the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Holy
That would have
shit.
blown up the entire continent.
Holy
that's awesome.
shit.
Oh my god, that's so
Why
fucking...
did I decide to do this without recording? Why is it always like my first day was unfortunately for all of you, it was actually very eventful. I was like, if I'm gonna start another let's play, I at least want to start with something. I want to start with a base, and you know, technically, you know, starting with a base, if I can bust through these leaves here, you know, something like this. I wanted to start with something that kind of got rid of the beginning mumbo jumbo, because that's always the part that kind of like takes the most amount of time, and I didn't want to waste time doing like the stuff that you guys see all the time, because it's like the first couple episodes are like, okay, I need a base, I need storage and stuff like that. So what I did, I didn't even really show it off, but I built this house. I came in and I chopped a bunch of trees and I brought some over. I got like oak right there and spruce, and I have dark oak saplings somewhere. I don't know if I've planted them or not, but this is a house using Mine Colony blocks, and I think the roof from Macaw's mods. I think it's literally, just called roof stuff, Macaw's roofs, and it's a cool house. I like it. There's like I kind of like extended the area that I was in here with just some cobble, and then I actually ended up digging out a bunch of this dirt, and then planting it over here because I wanted grass around the house. And this biome, there's a lot of coarse dirt. I didn't know if you right-clicked on coarse dirt with a hoe, it turns it into dirt, regular dirt. And so I went and looked for regular dirt, and then I had like a string of like, this right here was the beginning of it, a string of dirt from a grass patch to bring grass over here so it would grow. And I could have just right-clicked the coarse dirt with a hoe, and I didn't know that until way after. But anyways, I think the house looks good. I think it's fine. I don't think that it's really anything to write home about, but I'm happy with it, and it has like enough room inside of here for me to start my first, you know, kind of like modded go at things. You know, there's a lot of room in here. There's like a little entryway right here with some barrels, and I found out about these barrels because of mine colonies. And there's a laying one and a standing one. You got to make these quite a bit in mine colonies to get them up and going. And then I was just like playing around with like roof designs and stuff like that. I'm not like super happy with it because like a lot of the stuff is like, you know, it doesn't match on the other side, but I think that the overall aesthetic is all right, and I like the glass panels up here that I can like open and pretend that there's airflow coming in. But you know, we all know that that doesn't exist. And so I wanted to start with the base just so I have a place to go, right? And then I wanted to start with a refined storage system. So this is the only thing that I cheated in. I cheated in a disk drive. I got a 4K in here. I had a 1K, and then I started putting stuff in here, and I quickly realized it's like 1K is like just barely better than having a bunch of chests, because like you just add the smallest amount of stuff in there and you're already at 821 items. So I swapped it for a 4K disc, and that's the only thing I'm gonna bring in. A crafting grid, and then a short wire that goes back to my controller, a short wire to a basic energy cube, and one solar panel. Now, I've already told myself that all of this system, outside of like upgrading it like later on or whatever, I cannot, just to limit myself to make it so I actually do have to work for stuff. I'm not allowed to pull from this energy cube or this solar panel until I can make one myself. So until I can make another basic energy cube or another solar panel, which I'll eventually have to do anyways because I need 3 of these to make the bigger version of it, I can't use this for other machines. So if I make myself another basic electric furnace or something, I can't pull from this. I need to create a new set of power in this Let's Play. So and until I can create these things, hopefully that all makes sense. I can't use these because I cheated them in until I can make my own versions of them legitimately. Outside of that, this is where I started. I got my little architect's cutter, which I used for these blocks. You'll see a ton of use inside of this block because in mine colonies, they want so many of these types of blocks, and they're too stupid to do it on their own. So if any of you actually watched my streams for the last couple of weeks, you'll saw that we actually have been doing this, like playing around in this mod a lot. Mine colonies specifically. We started this mod pack, and then that's all we did. It's a very, very cool pack. We took that town kind of to the end game, sort of, where we didn't really need to do a whole lot, and a lot of the buildings were level 5. But I thought it would be cool to do a city here. And I learned a lot from the streams, and now I kind of want to try to plan it out a little bit better. So I'm going to do like a walled district. You know, I don't know if I'm going to do that over here. I feel like maybe the elevation over there might be a little bit better. We'll go there after we sleep. And I'll show you guys around. But I figured this would be a cool little base of operations. And like there's this crazy 118 cave here that I put a ladder all the way down to the bottom because I feel like this is going to be a good source of beginning materials. And like a lot of this stuff came from me just exploring, because a lot of these towns and villages and stuff, they have modded loot in them. And there was like this crazy ice tower here. I'm pretty sure I had a clip of that, so you may have saw it. There's like a weird half floating village here too. And so it's been pretty intense so far. So I think what we'll probably do is that we'll probably found our city, which I'm calling Blocktopolis. And we do need to spend probably the first couple of episodes setting up the basics of modded stuff. Like, we can go and try to help them as much as we possibly can, but we do need to come back and we need to get a basic setup, because I'm gonna need a lot of blocks to help these guys out. And yeah, I got diamond. I got some blocks of iron from some of the villages. You know, we're doing okay so far. I even got 6 ender pearls, which is actually huge early on. The only thing I don't really have is like a ton of iron, but the place down here has so many ores that are just visible, so we can go down there as well. But I think that's kind of where I might end this episode. Not right now, but like after we create our town. So for us to do that, we need to make a town hall, which is going to require 2 of these build tools, which is just a stick and cobblestone. And we can make our own town hall, and we need one of these build tools too, and we'll keep the other one inside of here, because as we create all the other buildings and stuff like that, all of those require the build tool in the recipe, so it's just easier to keep one in the system and one with you, because this will help you visualize things. So I'm a little sad that I didn't find any supply crates or anything while going, because that's kind of an easy way to get starting materials. Also, gonna handle the music a little bit differently. If you guys haven't heard, it just now kick in. Oh wait, okay, yeah, I got a waystone with me. Beforehand I would edit it in, but there's something about this pack, which this is the Dire Wolf 118 pack. We're on version 161 right now, I believe. The music is incredible. I don't know if they added more music into vanilla Minecraft or what, but this pack has really, really cool music. So I'm just going to let it go. Let it do its thing, you know? So this is the clearing. Man, I should have brought some blocks or something. Let's see. Shift V, yeah. We'll take this. We're going to need a lot of coarse dirt anyway, so I'm just going to take that. So this is the clearing that I thought we could start with. Wow, that really broke my shovel. And I thought it would be cool to kind of do like a walled area that has like fancier buildings, and as we work our way out, the buildings get, you know, kind of less fancy, kind of like a typical medieval style village where you have like the rich people in their own section, and then you can go into a different section, or as you go out, there's less, and there's a bunch of different styles of this of mine colonies. So and we'll go through those. Actually, I need to decide where I want to put the town hall. Let's just put the town hall right in the center. I think there's nothing wrong with having the town hall right in the center, and we can have. I want to try to go a little bit more decorative with this one. Where when we did it on the stream, it was a little bit more like function over beauty. So I don't know, like right here, I guess. And so what we do, we keep this in our inventory. I was about to place it, but we use this build tool from Structurize to do this. So we right click, and then it gives us this little thing. We could just hit escape to back out of it, and we can get a visualization of what we're trying to do. So we go from decorations here, and we choose town hall because we have that in our inventory, and these little brown blocks here with I guess they're like shovels crossed or something, that's going to be an area where I think they dig out or they need the space to, because they replaced the ground with it. So you can see that for the Acacia Village, that would be the ground floor here. So we lower that so it's level, and you can see there's this ghost kind of structure here where we can see what it looks like. And a good way to start with this is by taking it from level 1, and as you can see, as it levels up, it gets like bigger and nicer. The actual frame of itself, though, does not expand. That stays the same throughout all the levels, as you can see. So that's the space that you would want to leave. So it's nice to actually kind of look at what a level 5 would look like, because eventually that's where you're going to be at, right? Is a level 5. So let's actually go back up, and we can do everything from up here. Now that we've placed it on the ground, we can sit here and just right click, and we can change it from Acacia to all these different types of themes. So I actually really want to look into the Dwarven town, True Dwarven, because all that is underground. So I think that we could find like a cool cave, excuse me, and then try to build like a cool city down there. I also really want to dive into, let me move this one back because you can see that each town hall is a little bit different size. I really want to dive into like what would a whole like Asian style city look like, you know? And I feel like we got to find a good area for that, you know? Because this is going to be a thing. Like this is going to be really difficult to pull off, I think, because just the materials. Like it looks like that's like prismarine roofs. So we're going to need like crazy amounts of prismarine to help out with this. But isn't that crazy? It starts off like this. Isn't that wild? And then as you go, it just gets bigger and bigger, and then boom, level 5. Crazy. Birch is pretty bright, to be fair. But, you know, I like the big birch tree. I like the diorite. I think that there is a place for this. I don't think it's this place, though. Now, Caledonia, or Caledonia, I don't really know how to pronounce that. I think that this is probably going to be the style that we do for the like fancy part of the city, mainly because I mean, it uses a lot of different materials. It's using like spruce and birch. Those logs might be spruce as well. I'm not sure. But it's kind of readily available blocks, right? But their style is very compact. It's kind of meant to be right next to each other. And I think during our like walled off area of the town, I think that this style makes sense. And this clock tower actually looks awesome. Like as a town center, this being in the center of the town, this is kind of cool. So right now, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I think that this might work for us. Level 1, very simple. It's just like a little shack. And you can see as it goes on, it progresses, and then 5. Dark Oak. Dark Oak is very cool too. I think Dark Oak makes more sense in like a full-on like forest environment. You see I have to raise it a little bit because it's actually raised. So if we go up, you can see it's like on like a tree stump. And let's see, Fortress is, I think, another really, let's back that up away from us so we can actually see the whole thing. I think Fortress is really cool too because it actually includes an underground area too. You can see all these like different openings and stuff. That's because this is supposed to be like way underground, like there. Let's see, actually. Oh, right there. So everything that we saw underneath there is going to be underground. So it has like its own like dungeon lair, and a bunch of the buildings have that stuff built into it. So you're supposed to plant them right next to each other and connect all those tunnels and stuff. I think that would be super cool to see if we can't come up with like a little fortress area, you know, that maybe they specialize in like military operations or something. So that's why I think just with mine colonies alone, I think that there's a lot to play with here. And I think with mods to support the actual city is pretty interesting. I don't know how you're supposed to do this. If it builds off of that, right? Like, say you started this and then this is your base layer. As it levels up, it's going to be way up in the sky. Yeah, see, that's interesting. So, like, do you just dig a giant hole and then you plant it at the bottom? I don't know. There's a lot with mine colonies, too, that I'm still trying to figure out. Then there's also the Incan style places, which I think also look awesome. I love how colorful it is. I think that would look very cool. I love how they do like their walls and everything like that too. There's level 5. But yeah, look at level 1. So it's got to like mine out all that stuff and everything. So that takes time. Jungle, same deal, you know. It's kind of cool. If we find a really cool looking jungle or something like that. I don't know how a jungle looks cool. Shoot. I should probably go and sleep. Let's actually place our waystone down so we can save a little bit of time. Shift right click is global. I'll just call it city for now because I'm going to move this. Oh. So to make this a little bit simple on myself, I'm going to try to do a lot of these in like one go. And I don't have a specific time frame for these. Some episodes may be half-hour long, some episodes may be like 10 to 12 minutes long. And there's not going to be a schedule. What the heck? Shoot something with an arrow. I guess that's an arrow. Or anything like that. These are going to come out when I have time because work is going to get really busy for me, but I really want to get this started. And if the reception is good, you know, I'll make an effort to try to do these like early in the morning before I, you know, start work for that day. Lost City is also like an interesting style. It's kind of tough to like figure out like what the whole look would be, you know. I don't know if it's supposed to be like an underground thing too or what, but it's very interesting. Then there's all the medieval style stuff. So the medieval style stuff is kind of, let's bring this back closer. It's all about the same. It's just the different types of materials. So there's medieval birch, and then there's a medieval whatever, and then a medieval whatever alternative. So birch alternative, dark oak alternative, oak alternative, spruce. You know, you get it. And the alternative ones are usually a much different style. So you can see that this one is huge. I don't even know where, I guess that's the front. So you can see that town hall is crazy, right? And it's the same for all of these. So that's like that. And then if we switch to oak, it's the same deal, but it's just with oak and then spruce. You can see same deal. So the one we did on the server was spruce. I think spruce looks really good, but I kind of do want to mix it up. So we're probably going to go with the Caledonia first, especially since I like the clock tower so much. But I think that the outside might be Nordic. Just to switch things up a little bit. Where's the front? There's the front. So this is the Nordic Town Hall, which, you know, very cool. I love the roof. You know, it's also very simple materials. It'd be very easy to get. Until we can get like a digital miner or something like that can maybe help us get some materials better. Simple items are going to be needed. You know, sandstone obviously wouldn't fit here, but in a desert, you know, who knows? I think, you know, it'd be cool. I really do want to explore like just cities. It doesn't have to be huge cities in every biome, but, you know, maybe we want to go and do that some other time, you know, when we get bored with our town here. I'll be like, hey, let's go see what we can do in the desert, you know. Boom, sandstone. There's also this one called Space Wars. I don't really know what Space Wars is. I know you guys are probably getting super tired of hearing this clicking. We won't be doing this often. But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is for. Then there's just plain old stone, which, you know what? I think that there is a place for it. It's just very kind of like basic. You know, we got oak and stone. And, you know, nothing wrong with that. But, you know, I've used stone in a couple of stuff because some buildings look cool in stone. And then this is the true dwarven one. This is the only other one where I'm like, I really want to like put some time into seeing what that could look like underground, you know, because you can see right up here, all these like little blocks means that they have to mine all it out to leave space. So, I'm excited to see like what this could look like underground. You know, you walk in and you just see this crazy dwarven fortress, you know. You can see that, and that's how it starts. And then there's Warped, which I believe is the last one, which I think is supposed to belong in the end. Could be the Nether as well. I feel like the Nether might be a little too dangerous, but the Warped stuff, I think that I think maybe it is supposed to be in the Nether, because like it's using netherrack, so I think that this could look very cool in the Nether. I'm worried about gas, you know, blowing up stuff. So I think just because I like the clock tower so much, I think we're gonna go with Caledonia here for our town center. And that looks kind of centered enough, you know. It doesn't have to be exact center or anything like that, but I say we call it that and say, boom. There we go. Start your colony. I did actually come across another colony that I named because I wanted to pull the town center thing from, but I just left it there. I think it's like over here or something, or it's on a cliff face somewhere. That's why I was like, this is a terrible spot for a town. I'll just take it. Maybe it was over here. I don't know. It was by like a river and a cliff face. So after you choose the location of where you want things and you lock it in, you'll see that the main block will be placed, and it's usually floating because they have like floors and stuff that they want to build. So colony with ID 1 is nearby. You own an existing colony. There is an existing colony. Delete own colony. Create new one. Delete it before creating a new one. Shit. Okay, so I do need to go find it. Damn it. I was hoping I could get away with it. Okay, so I'm going to go find this, and then we'll be back to create this one, okay? I had forgot that I actually placed a waypoint over here called Big Doo-Doo, because I think that's what I called the colony, because I thought that I probably would have to go and delete it. And would you look at that? There's a couple of citizens over here completely lost. So I'm just going to go up here and bash the block down. Big doo-doo one. Yeah, that's what I called it. Let's see. This is going to take some time because you can't just break these blocks. Actually, I wonder if I can pick it up. No, I can't. Okay, I'll be back.